विनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna everyone. So we'll go to the fourth canto, verse chapter number 7, verse number 42 today.
41.
So please repeat the sloka. Deva uchuhu.
Deva uchuhu.
Pura kalpapaye swakritam udhari kritya vikritam.
पुरा कल्पापाये स्वकृतम् उदारीकृत्य विकृतम्
Tam eva dyastasmin shalila uragendradishayane.
त्वमेवाद्यस्तस्मिन् सलील उक्रेन्द्रायशयने
पुमान शेषे सिद्धेर हृदि विमृशितात्मपदे.
पुमान शेषे हृदि विमृशिताध्यात्मपदवी
स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यान् अवशिनः.
स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यानवसिनः.
Okay, bigger. Deva uchuhu.
देव ऊचुः
पुरा कल्पपये स्वकृतम् उद्धारी कृत्य विकृतम्.
पुरा कल्पपाये स्वकृतम् उदारीकृत्य विकृतम्
तम् एव द्यस्तस्मिन् शरीला उरगेन्द्र दिशयने.
त्वमेवाद्यतस्मिन् सलील उक्रेन्द्राधिशयने
पुमान् शेषे सिद्धे हृदि विमृशितात्मपदवी.
पुमान् शेषे सिद्धिर्हृदि विमृशिताध्यात्मपदवी
एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यान् अवशिनः.
स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यानवसिनः.
देव उचुः.
देव ऊचुः
कल्पपये स्वकृतम् उद्धारीकृत्य विकृतम्.
पुरा कल्पपाये स्वकृतम् उदारीकृत्य विकृतम्
एव द्यस्तस्मिन् शलील उरगेन्द्रादिशयने.
त्वम् एवाद्य तस्मिन् सलील उक्रेन्द्र आदिशयने
पुमान् शेषे सिद्धे हृदि विमृशितात्मपदवी.
पुमान् शेषे सिद्धिर्हृदि विमृशिताध्यात्मपदवी
स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यान् अवशिनः.
स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यः पति चरसि भृत्यानवसिनः.
Anyone likes to chant?
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. देवः ऊचुः पुरा कल्पापाये स्वकृतमुदारीकृत्य विकृतम् त्वम् एवाद्यस्तस्मिन् शलील उरगेन्द्राधिशयने पुमान् शेषे सिद्धे हृदि विमृशत् आध्यात्मपदवीः स एवाद्याक्ष्णोर्यः पथि चरसि भृत्यान् अवशिनः. हरे
Krishna. Mataji like to chant. Deva uchuhu. Pura kalpapaye swakritam udhaरीकृत्य विकृतम्. त्वम् एव द्यस्तस्मिन् शलील उरगान्ध्रदिश्यने. पुमान् शेषे सिद्धैर्हृदिर्विमृशितात्मपदवी. स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यपति चरसि भृत्यान् अवशिनः. Hare Krishna. Okay, anybody else like to chant online?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Deva uchuhu pura kalpapaye swakritam udaरीकृत्य विकृतम् त्वमेव द्यस्तास्मिन् सलिल उरगेन्द्र आदिश्यने पुमान् शेषे सिद्धैर्हृदि विमृशितात्मपदवी स एवाध्यक्ष्णोर्यः पति चरसि भृत्यान् अवसिनः. Thank you very much, Mata.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दिन में प्रणाम. देवा ऊचुः पुरा कल्पपाये स्वकृतमुदरीकृत्य विकृतं त्वम् एवाद्य तस्मिन् सलीलोग्रेन्द्रादिशयने पुमानशेषे सिद्धेर्हृदि विमृशिता अध्यात्मपदवीः सा एवाध्यक्ष्णोरयः पथि चरसि प्रत्यानवसि नः।
Shri Radha Govind ki jai, Garuda Kai jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, we'll see the synonyms. Devaha, the demigods. Uchuhu, said. Pura, formerly. Kalpa apaye, at the devastation of the Kalpa. Swakritam, self-produced. Utari kritya, having drawn within your abdomen. Vikritam, effect. Tvam, you. Eva, certainly. Adyaha, original. Tasmin, in that. Salile, water. Puraga Indra, on Shesha. Adishayane, on the bed. Puman, personality. Sheshe, taking rest. Siddhahi, by the liberated souls like Sanaka, etc. Hridi, in the heart. Vimshrita, meditated on. Adhyatma padavihi, the path of philosophical speculation. Saha, he. Eva, certainly. Adya, now. Akshano, of both eyes. Yaha, who. Pati, on the path. Charasi, you move. Vrityan, servants. Avashi, protect. Naha, us. Translation. The demigod said, Dear Lord, formerly when there was a devastation, you conserved all the different energies of the material manifestation. At that time, all the inhabitants of higher planets, represented by such liberated souls as Sanaka, were meditating on you by philosophical speculation. You are therefore the original person, and you rest in the water of devastation on the bed of the Shesha snake. Now, today, you are visible to us, who are all your servants. Please give us protection. The demigod said, Dear Lord, formerly, when there was a devastation, you conserved all the different energies of material manifestation. At that time, all the inhabitants of the higher planets, represented by such liberated souls as Sanaka, were meditating on you by philosophical speculation. You are therefore the original person, and you rest in the water of devastation on the bed of the Shesha snake. Now today, you are visible to us, who are all your servants. Please give us protection. Hare Krishna, Supriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The devastation indicated in this verse is the partial devastation of the lower planets within the universe when Lord Brahma goes to sleep. The higher planetary systems, beginning with Maharloka, Janaloka and Tapaloka, are not inundated at the time of this devastation. The Lord is a creator, as indicated in this verse, because the energies of creation are manifested through his body, and after annihilation, he conserves all the energy within his abdomen. Another significant point in this verse is that the demigod said, We are all your servants, Bhrityan. Give us your protection. The demigods depend on the protection of Vishnu. They are not independent. Bhagavad Gita therefore condemns the worship of demigods because there is no need of it, and clearly states that only those who have lost their sense go asking favors of the demigods. Generally, if anyone has material desires to be fulfilled, he can ask Vishnu instead of going to the demigods. Those who worship demigods are not very intelligent. Besides that, the demigods say, "We are your eternal servants." So those who are servants or devotees of the Lord are not very much concerned with fruitive activities, the performance of prescribed yajnas or mental speculation. They simply serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead sincerely with love and faith, performing everything with that loving service, and the Lord gives such devotees direct protection. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, "Simply surrender unto me, and I will give you protection from all the reactions of sinful activities." This material world is so created that one has to act sinfully, knowingly or unknowingly, and unless his life is dedicated to Vishnu, he has to suffer all the reactions of sinful activities. But one who surrenders and dedicates his life for the service of the Lord has direct protection from the Lord. He has no fear of suffering from sinful activities, nor does he desire willingly or unwillingly to do anything which is sinful. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Fourth canto, chapter 7, verse number 42. Deva Uchuhu Pura Kalpapaye Swakritam Udharikritya Vikritam Tvam Evadhyastasmin Shalila Uragendra Dishane Puman Sheshe Siddher Hrudivim Shritathyatma Padavi Sa Evadhyakshnor Yakpati Charasi Prithyan Avashinaha. Translation: The demigod said, "Dear Lord, formerly when there was a devastation, you conserved all the different energies of material manifestation. At that time, all the inhabitants of the higher planets, represented by such liberated souls as Sanaka, were meditating on you by philosophical speculation. You are therefore the original person, and you rest in the water of devastation on the bed of the Shesha snake. Now today, you are visible to us, who are all your servants. Please give us protection." Hare Krishna. So just a recap for Matajis. So this is basically where Daksha is doing the yajna and Lord Shiva comes, and we know the past time what happened, that Daksha got angry on Lord Shiva because he thought he got offended, and then this cursing and counter cursing happened. So now what happened? The cursing and counter cursing happened, and the Daksha's head is gone, and he got a goat's head. Now Daksha is repenting for his mistake. That's Vaishnava Aparadh he did, and he's repenting for the mistake. And he is praising the Lord. And Lord Vishnu appears in the yajna. Because yesterday's verse we saw that it says, "Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhritam sarvabhutanam jnatva mam shanti mrichyati." So the 5th chapter 29th sloka of Bhagavad Gita says, Krishna is the Bhokta. And yajna has to be done for Lord Vishnu, to please Lord Vishnu. Samsiddhim haritoshna. That should be our intention, to please Krishna. So Lord Vishnu comes into the arena of sacrifice, and there the demigods are offering prayers to Lord Vishnu. So in the previous verses we saw Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, all offering prayers to Lord Vishnu. Now the demigods are offering prayers to Vishnu. So what are they saying? They are his eternal servants, right? The Dritya. So that verse, that sloka is used here. That verse is used, that we are your eternal servants. So that's what our position is, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says about our constitutional position? Who are we? Who are the jivas actually?
Dasanu
Servant of the Lord.
Yes. So yes, dasanudas in the sense. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, "Gopi Bhaktur Padakamalo Dasa Dasanudas." Like we are servants of servants of servants. And also it is said that we Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasa Britya. So Krishna is the only Ishvara. And everybody else is Britya in the sense when demigods come under him. So that's why Bhagavad Gita says the demigod worshippers as Alpamedasa. Alpamedasa means less intelligent. Why? Why do you think demigod worshippers are less intelligent? Yes. Because? Why they are called less intelligent people? They are not intelligent.
Because only when
Antavantu
Supreme
phalam
Personality of
tesham.
Godhead permits, we can develop devotion towards demigod. Finally, after this, after many births and death, again finally we will reach to the Supreme Personality of Godhead only. So directly praying Supreme Personality of Godhead is intelligent. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Supriti Mataji, what is your answer?
Mataji, they are seeking for temporary results. This
Okay.
results is temporary, and once material world is done, all the results are done, they have to again start the devotional service.
Yeah. So whatever the things the demigods are giving us, wealth and money and fame and position, all is temporary. Once this body is perished, everything is gone. Mrityu sarva harasyaham. Death will take everything from us. Right? So worshipping demigods, doing lot of sacrifice, wasting your precious human form of life for that, for material things, which is anyway going to get destroyed, and you're not thinking anything for your next life. So it's actually having a bank account where there is no interest. There's no interest coming, but you have your fixed deposit and there's no interest coming. What is the use of putting money there? So you should go in an intelligent way. Less intelligent people does that, or purposely, the business is going to fail and you start the business. It's of no use. So demigod worshippers are alpamedasa because they ask for temporary material things. But Krishna devotees are called sumedasa. Krishna varnam tusha krishnam sanko pangasra parshatam yajne sanketana praye yajandihi sumedasa. Sumedasa means most intelligent. Most intelligent, because they are asking for what? They're not asking for material things. They're asking for Krishna prema, for pure devotional service or moksha or liberation, which is all beyond this material things. It's because bhukti pradadam sarvesham Vishnu revana samshya. Only Vishnu can give us mukti or liberation. So coming out of the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, that is what should be our goal. Even pure devotees reject liberation also. They don't want liberation also. Villamangalam Thakur also rejects liberation. He says, Mukti Mugaladanjali Swayam Sevaya Rasmin. Mukti Devi is in my doorstep with folded hands. So he is not bothered about liberation also. They want pure devotional service. Right? Avatar Bhakti Rahidu Gitve. Mama Janmani Janmaneshware. That's what pure devotees want. So here it is said that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and we are all his servants or Bhritya. So Krishna is giving protection. It is said the demigods depend on the protection of Vishnu and they are not independent. Who is independent? Only Krishna. So what is another name of Krishna? Because he is independent, you can type in the chat. So Bhagavatam explains Krishna is independent and he doesn't depend on anything. So what is another name of Krishna because he is independent? Yes, Swarat, right? Swarat. That what Bhagavatam first canto, first chapter, sloka number 1 also says that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadyasya Yadonvayat Itaratas Shapitnya Swarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikave Mukhyandiyat Suraya Tejo Vari Mritam Yata Vinemayo Yatra Sargom Risha Dhamna Svena Sata Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So Swarat, right? Krishna is called Swarat, independent, because he doesn't have to depend on anyone. But Krishna depends on somebody, We say Krishna is Swarat. In Bhagavatam, you say Krishna is Swarat and all that. But then Krishna still depends on someone. On whom?
On the devotees.
Devotees. Krishna depends on Yashoda Maya to get fed, right? When Krishna is hungry in Vrindavan, Maya, makhan de do, I want that, I want this. So it seems when lightning and thunder happens in Vrindavan, he hides behind his mother's sari. So Krishna is a baby pastime in Vrindavan, Vraja. The pastime is so sweet that Krishna depends on his devotees. That's why Krishna doesn't give bhakti to everyone. Why? Because if Krishna gives bhakti, Krishna becomes dependent on that devotee. Or the devotee can purchase Krishna. Krishna becomes controlled. Krishna can be bound with the rope of love, right? Not with anything else. So Krishna doesn't give you bhakti so easily. So that's why yesterday Prabhu was saying how fortunate we are because of Srila Prabhupada. We got that Bhakti Lata Beach. Brahmande Brahmito Kone Bhagyavanji. Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. So we got that Bhakti Lata Beach. What are we doing? We're not watering it. We are not taking care of it. So we have to daily do Shravanam and Kirtanam. Then only the Bhakti Lata Beach will grow and pierce the material world and go to the spiritual world, take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. And then only Prema Bhakti comes. So we are sadhakas, we are doing our sadhana so that Bhakti Lata Beach grows. So we are all servants, that's the main. Yeah, Krishna is Bhakta Valsala. So in few slokas before, Prabhupada comments, he's not Jnani Valsala or Karmi Valsala. He's Bhakta Valsala, right? So he says, he is Aham Bhakta Paradina, he says, when Prahlad Maharaj was suffering, Krishna came and protected. Krishna came in Narasimhadev form just for protecting Prahlad Maharaj, right? So Nijapritya Pashinam. So he is so dependent on his devotees that Krishna, even though he's Swarat, independent, he still depends on the devotee. When Krishna come in Archa Vigraha, thousands of Lakshmis are serving Krishna, right? Lakshmi Sahasra Sada Sambrabha Sevyamana. But still, Krishna is depending on us. In the sense, you have to dress Krishna, you have to do garland for the Lord, do bhoga for the Lord. You think Krishna is not independent? He is independent. But Krishna is giving you the mercy. He is giving you a chance to serve him. So he came in the Archa Vigraha form so that we can serve him. Right? So he become dependent on devotees, not to anyone else. So Vritrasura also, there is a beautiful prayer by Vritrasura when Chitraketu Maharaj got cursed to become Vritrasura. At that time also he prays. Vritrasura prays to the Lord. You can see in the 6th canto, okay, chapter number 11, verse 24. So this prayer comes. Aham hareta vapadekamulo dasanudaso pavidasmi puya manasmareta supater gunaste grini chava karma karo dukaya. So this is 6, I'll just share 6:11:24, okay, if you want to refer. So what is he saying? That I want to become the servant. Okay, that's what he is saying. That aham hare tava padaigamulo dasanudaso bhavidasmi bhuya. What I want? Dasanudas Krishna. I don't want anything else. When Vritrasura said these prayers, Indra was shocked. Indra thought he's an asura. But the time when Indra was killing Vritrasura, he realized that is a Vaishnava, a pure devotee. So what is he saying? Aham hare tava padaigamulo. Oh Krishna, I'm just begging to you so that I become dasanudaso bhavidasmi bhuya. I just want to become the servant of your servant, not direct servant of Krishna. We can't become direct servant actually because we're not qualified for that. We can become servant, right? So here Vritrasura prays that when will I be able to serve the servant of your eternal servants who find shelter only at your lotus feet? May I again become their servant so that my mind is always thinking about your transcendental attributes. My words always glorifying those attributes, and my body always engaged in the loving service of your Lordship. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also prays like this, no? What does Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays for his next Janma? He is a Manjari, but he is just showing us by example what we should pray for. Yes, what does Bhaktivinoda Thakur pray? That let I become even an insect according to my karma, but I should become an insect in the devotee's house. Why? Just imagine there is a insect in the devotee's house now. Like morning, I think Mangalarti time or something. There was a cockroach running that side. I was just like, oh, it was hearing the Harinam. Becoming a cockroach in the temple is also some bad karma, but it became a cockroach in the temple. Or there's a lot of monkeys in Vrindavan. All that. So they are all Vaishnavas, Prabhupada says, but because they had some sense gratification, some kind of wrong desire, they did some kind of sinful activities in the dham, they became animals in the dham. But anybody leaving the body in the dham also get liberated. A tree in Vrindavan, an animal in the Vrindavan is also glorious because they are Vaishnavas. By some karma, they are in that particular body. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, according to my karma, I become an insect, no problem. But I should become an insect in a devotee's house. So what? That insect can hear Harinam, Kirtan, then some kind of prasadam will be on the floor. It can eat that prasadam, no? So it can still remember Krishna. Even that insect can remember Krishna. My friend have a dog in her house. So I told her, see, keeping dog is not nice. Because the moment you touch the dog, you become mochi. Again, you have to take bath to enter into the altar or chant and everything. But what to do? After becoming devotees, you can't avoid the dog. So they kept it outside, but they gave the milk which is offered to Krishna to the dog. Or always, the dog also became vegetarian, and they named the dog also some kind of name. So, and they give prasadam only to that dog. So definitely that soul is going to get human form next. So you are getting a devotee association in any form is glorious, right? So that's what even Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays in that song Hari Haraya Nama Krishna. No, Narottam Das Thakur, sorry. So Narottam Das Thakur says, what should we become? Tadiya charana se bhakta jane vas, janame hoye abhilash. So that is that Hari Haraya Nama song. Okay, so if you see Hari Haraya Nama Krishna. So that is by Narottam Das Thakur. So there in Hari Haraya Nama Krishna song, he says that what should I become? That is verse 7. Okay, if you see the Hari Haraya Nama Krishna, verse 7, I should take KK songs. Tadiye charane sei bhakte jane bas. Okay. Jane me hoi yehi abhilash. What do I want? Bhakta jane bas. I should be under the protection of a devotee. I should live in the association of devotees. And jane me hoi yehi abhilash. Life after life, this is my only desire. So this song is by Narottam Das Thakur, Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yahatavaya Namaha. So in that the 7th verse says, Tadera charane se bhi bhakta sene bas. They say we are living in the temple. Why? So that we have devotee association. Sadhu sanga sarva shastra hoy. Lava matra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi hoy. Lava matra sadhu sanga. I think I discussed this. What do you mean by lava? Lava, what is the measurement?
Fraction of a second. Fraction of a second.
What is the fraction? There is no moment. 1 by?
second.
Adi Deva Gopesha Prabhu knows. What is that fraction? There is a number. Yes, Prabhu? 1 by? You can unmute. Okay. There's that lava matra sadhu sanga. That lava is how much? You have network problem.
1/11th, Mataji. 1/11th of a second.
1 by 11.
1 by 11th. 1 by 11th of a second. What is 1 second? This. That's it. 1 second will go like this. You divide that 1 second to 11 parts. That much, how much? I can't even do a snap. That much association with a pure devotee. We're talking about pure devotees, like Srila Prabhupada. Anyone, Guru Maharaj, Gurujans. Lava matra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi. Lava matra, 1 by 11th of a second of a association with pure devotees will give us all glories. So we have to associate with Srila Prabhupada. How do we associate with Srila Prabhupada? Through his Vani. His books are there. Why don't we read those books? Reading Srila Prabhupada's book is not reading like a magazine. You have to scrutinizingly read, make notes, highlights points, not for just preaching, even for your own or our own improvement, our own realizations. So you have to read Srila Prabhupada's book daily, make it a habit. Actually, brahmacharis should read more. You should have swadhyaya, you should have your own personal reading. Bhagavatam class, it's daily one sloka. There are 18,000 slokas in Bhagavatam. How much you will read? You can't finish it. So you should have your own self-reading. Every day before sleeping, you check, no, did I do my 16 rounds today? Similarly, you should check, did I hear Prabhupada's lecture today? At least 5 minutes. Did I read Prabhupada's book today? Then only go to sleep. Otherwise, don't go to sleep. My friend, when she is about to go to sleep, she'll read Prabhupada's book and she'll sleep on the book. Not like that. You should not sleep on the book. But somehow, we all have time. We're just wasting time so much. We don't know how to actually balance time, and we are wasting a lot of time. When you check, most of the time, social media, and I'm telling about myself also. So it's for my purification also. We may losing a lot of time. So when you regulate your time and make a habit that yes, from today I'll read Prabhupada's book, no matter what. We have Veda base, we have all the facilities now. Those days, they didn't even have one copy. Srinivasa Acharya had to go from Bengal to so many places to get one copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam. We have everything. So associate with Prabhupada. Prabhupada lives in his books. Take advantage of those books. Association is like even a mosquito can associate with us. Mosquito sits on your body and it brings blood. Is it really taking association? No. Doesn't matter, you're close to your guru. Srila Prabhupada saw his guru only four or five times. But where is he now? Right? But his god brothers were 24 hours with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. But what happened? So association doesn't mean just Vapu Seva, just being close to your guru. It means Vani Seva. following the instructions of your guru through his books, through his lectures. And Prabhupada says when you hear his lecture, that vibration is still there. It's Prabhupada only. He's there. Okay, so that association we need. Okay, because when we speak, it is just air. It is just coming from my mouth. But when Prabhupada speak, it's coming from his heart. And who is in his heart? Krishna. Tumara hridaya sada Govinda Vishram. So Govinda is in his heart. So when pure devotees speak, the speech touches the lotus feet of Krishna and comes out. So when you hear Prabhupada's lecture, the realization comes. Like how did, in case, for example, Namanishra Prabhu, Sridhar Prabhu, they all dedicated their life, 20 for us. They're from IIT and all. They've dedicated everything and come. Why? Did they see Prabhupada? No. But through his lectures, through his books, they got influenced. That's the power of a pure devotee. So we can become Prabhupada's servants. Try to become Prabhupada's servants. So that's what it is said. Tadiya charana se bhakti jane bas janame janame ho ye bilash. I don't want anything, Krishna. You see the translation of that verse. It is said that life after life, I just want to be a servant of your servants. Okay, janame janame ho ye bilash. There's no other desire. That's what Narottam Das Thakur says. To be servant of your lotus feet and reside in the company of devotees. This is my aspiration, birth after birth. If you don't live with the association of devotees, what happens? Our bhakti will become dry. We'll be doing 16 rounds, we'll be doing everything, but we won't be advancing. There is no stagnancy in bhakti. Either you go down or we are going up. If we are not going up, we are going down. So only devotee association will help us to come out of all the anarthas and everything. So devotee association will protect us from Maya also. Right? So Krishna says that if you want to cross Maya, we should be always in protection with devotees. Because devotees, only then can we cross Maya. Okay? So in the demigods are worshipping Krishna by saying that Krishna is the origin. Like even though the partial dissolution or complete dissolution happens, Krishna always is there. Like a spider. The spider creates the cobweb from his saliva, maintains it and annihilates it. Similarly, the Lord also creates, maintains and destroys. So demigods are also depending on Lord for protection. Any example from Shastra where the demigods went to the Lord for protection? Yes?
Shiva went, Mataji.
Huh?
Lord Krishna,
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva went.
Lord Shiva went.
When?
When the Asura, the demon.
When Bhasmasur.
Yeah, put in the chat examples. Yes, when Bhasmasur did sacrifice and asked for the benediction from Lord Shiva, that whoever I touch should become ash. And what did Bhasmasur do? Try to put the hand on Lord Shiva's head only. That's how Asuras are, to test the power. So Lord Shiva started running, and who came? Who came to help? Mohini Murti. Mohini Murti came and she started dancing, and the Asura, Bhasmasur, got bewildered, and Mohini Murti put her hand on her own head during the dance. Bhasmasur also put her hand on his head, and he became Bhasma. So in that way, Lord Shiva was running for help. Yes, he was running for help from the Lord itself, because he is Vaishnava Namyada Shambho. So in that way, he is asked for protection. Yeah, demigods went when Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha was also, and also when the demons were hurting Mother Earth, she went in a form of cow to Brahma, and she took the Kamadhenu with Lord Brahma, went to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu said, soon I am going to appear in Dwapara Yuga. Yes, so Bhumi Devi took shelter of the Lord. Yes, then who else? The Samudramandan Leela. Yes, even that time the demigods were protected by the Lord. The Lord came as a form of a Kurma, and he came as Mohini Murti to give the Amrita to them. Yes. Then, so Durvasa Muni, yes. So when Durvasa Muni ran, because Ambarish Maharaj, the chakra came behind Durvasa Muni. He went to Brahma's world, he went to Kailas. What did they say? We can't help you. Go to Lord Vishnu. And then Durvasa Muni had to run to Lord Vishnu. But again, he had to fall at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj because Vaishnava Aparadh had happened. Yes. Then, yeah, during the Kamsa, when Kamsa time also the demigods went. That's what I said, how Krishna appeared. Yeah, so when Vritrasur, yes, thank you Shubham Prabhu, when Vritrasur create lot of disturbances, all the demigods headed by Lord Indra, they went to the Lord, and then the Lord gave the idea that take the bone of the Dachi, and with that weapon you can kill Vritrasur. Okay, so these are different examples where it shows that the demigods also depend on Lord Vishnu for protection. They are not independent. So what are we trying to do? We can't offend demigods, but we don't have to worship them. We have to worship only Krishna. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnor aradhanam para. Tasmat paradaram devi tadiyana samarsanam. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnor aradhanam para. Out of all the worship, who's saying this to whom? Who said this
Lord Shiva.
Shiva
Lord
to Parvati.
Yeah, Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati.
Parvati.
Yeah, so Lord Shiva is saying, so that means it's authorized verse, saying that Aradhananam Sarvesham, out of all the worship, Vishnur Aradhanam Param. That's why my relatives and all says, once she came to ISKCON, she doesn't go to any other temple. She goes only to ISKCON. Why do you say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? Because for them, Krishna is also a demigod. Their altar is full. And for them, Krishna is also a demigod. And they say one of the gods, or they have so many gods for them. But they don't know there are 33 crores of demigods, and then Krishna is the only Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Ete cham sakala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Indriyari vaikulam loke mritayanti yuke. So rest everything is expansion, plenary portions of the Lord. And Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Swayam means what? Nobody has to make Krishna Bhagavan. He's Swayam Bhagavan. He's a Samam Bonam. He's a one without a second. Matta Paradaram Nan Anyat. There is no one superior to Krishna or equal to Krishna. Everybody is below Krishna. So why don't you, if you are intelligent, why don't you just go and surrender to Krishna? That's what the sloka says, no? The demigods are saying here. That just go surrender to Krishna. There's no other way. You don't have to surrender to anybody else. When Krishna says, Sarva Dharmam Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papepyo Mokshaishyami Ma Shuja. 18th chapter, verse 66. Simply surrender to Krishna. Krishna says, I will give you all protection from all reactions of sinful activities. What is he saying? Simply surrender to me. Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Krishna is not saying, oh, surrender to this, etc., etc. No. Mam Ekam. He's so confident because he knows. And we are so less intelligent people. Manda Sumanda Madhyo Mandabag Yubadrida in Kali Yuga, that we're not able to follow the instruction. That's why he had to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to make us follow it. So he says, simply surrender to Krishna and I will give you protection. Krishna alone can give us protection. Don't want anybody else. You know the boss of the company. Why don't you directly go to the boss for a job? No, the boss is your uncle or someone, relative. So you know him. You can directly go approach the boss. Why you have to go through supervisors and everyone? That will take a lot of time also. So we are wasting our precious form of life trying so many different things for material things. You think Krishna cannot give us material things? Krishna can give, right? But the devotee doesn't choose it. The devotee doesn't want it. Okay? According to our karma, good and bad will come. Your money, your knowledge, richness, everything comes according to the karma, right? For that, you don't have to worship a particular demigod. We can just directly go to Krishna. And we should know, Krishna has to sanction it. If any demigod has to give you something, who's sanctioning it? The boss have to sanction. So the demigods are different agents of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. So they have to take approval from Krishna. So surrender to Krishna. Why waste a form of life? Right? Durlabha Manava Janma. It's very rare to get a human form of life. So Krishna says, just surrender to Krishna and Krishna will give you all such protection. The Lord gives such devotees direct protection, it is said. Those who are doing, simply serving the Lord with love and faith, performing everything with that loving service, Krishna will give such devotee direct protection. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshaishyami ma shuja. Krishna will protect. Okay. So here it is very important to know that whatever we have, this material world have lot of sufferings. Dukkhalayam ashashvata. Right? So this material world is created like that, so that we can suffer for our reaction. Or we wanted to enjoy, so Krishna made the material world in that way. It's Dukkhalaya. So that Krishna is giving us hint that this is not a place for you. Just come back. When suffering comes, it's good. That's what Kunti Maharani also says, no? Vipatashantu tat shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavadar darshanam yasyat apunar bhavadarshana. Let lot of distress keep coming, my Lord. I just want to take darshan of you. Because when we are in suffering, we do bhakti seriously. But we do opposite. When we have some suffering, we like, Krishna, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm doing all this for you, and you're keeping me suffering like this. And we don't chant, we try to go away from Krishna. No. Actually, suffering is also good for a devotee. Tattenu kampam susamikshamanam bunjana evatma kritam vibhagam kritvak pabhupir vedatan namaste jeeveraye mukti pade sadayapa. So it's a special mercy by Krishna that a devotee suffers his karma so that we can get liberation. Krishna is fastening the process of liberation. So main thing in this sloka is we are servants of Krishna. Dasanu daso bhavitasmi bhuya. Like Vritrasur prayed that he want to become servant of Krishna. So even Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says, right? So we should not lose devotee association. Devotee association always protect us. And he also says that we should always try to follow the instructions of his servant. When somebody went to meet Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, two of them went, and two of them gave a small note because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was inside, and they wrote. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati like, who has come? Let them write and give. So they wrote. So he didn't call the first person; he called the second person. Why? Because the first person wrote, "I am servant of Krishna." The second person wrote, "Dasosmi." I'm your servant. He's servant of servant. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is like, that person really understood who he is, that we are servant of Krishna. And even Kulashekara Alva in Mukunda Malastotra says that I want to become Brityasya. It seems we are actually 34th Britya. How is that we are 34th Britya? The Guru Parampara. 32nd. No, if you take
32nd.
Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, the 32nd Acharya is Srila Prabhupada. 33rd will be our Gurujans, Guru Maharaj. And 34th, not even 34th actually. We have our Shiksha Gurus and all, we are just down somewhere. But that's how we are there. So we are so much Britya. No, so that such an exalted parampara we have, that we have Srila Prabhupada, we have all the Acharyas. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the 22nd Acharya, Swayam Bhagavan in the parampara. Starting from Krishna, that's so glorious our parampara is. So we are so fortunate to come under this parampara, to come under the shelter of this great Sampradaya. Only thing we should do is, we should start chanting sincerely and depend on Srila Prabhupada's books for everything. So if we actually make time, have time, and what happens as you keep reading, you will become addicted to Srila Prabhupada's books, that one day also you can't be without reading. You feel like reading again and again and again. But you should develop that habit. Somehow, if you can't do with hard copy, once I was doing book distribution, then I was distributing Science of Self-Realization. So that person was a dentist, and it's like, I don't have time only to read books. How can I take this book? Do you have a PDF copy of this, or you have a soft copy? I'll take it. And I was like often kind of, why should I give a PDF copy? Like, it's better but he was giving some donation for the temple. Money is not a problem for him. And we also were not behind money, but we want somehow him to read. So we send the PDF, we send the Veda based thing, and then he started reading and finished reading. And finally he became a devotee, came to the temple. So this is how the devotees are, trying to at least you read Srila Prabhupada's books, even at least in Veda base. That is also the Yukta Vairagya, using everything in Krishna's service. Modern techniques can be used in Krishna's service. Hare Krishna everyone, thank you for joining. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantodi Vaishnavanda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we have some guests in the temple, so we'll stop the class early. We'll take questions tomorrow, okay? Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for joining.